Hello. Anywho, Taurus, back with y'all monthly reading or whatever the case may be. You may be feeling like you always love somebody. I don't know. It could be a relationship. It could be a friend here because you got the Two of Cups that's trying to peak or whatever the case may be. Could be a friend though, ideally though. I don't know, but it could be somebody that you could be sharing feelings ideally for. I don't know. Could be communication. It could be a passion or understanding. For certain things it is though, but I said in y'all monthly reading, Jesus Christ. The fuck? Let me out. Wait, because we gonna fix this shit. Ooh, girl, there we go. Ooh, okay. For some of y'all though, like you hear me saying, it was in that energy. It could be for somebody, some person, something, whatever the case may be. It could just be making amends, because I know I did say that in all the readings where I was kind of like, if you owe somebody an apology, say one. The quickest way to get an apology or to heal certain things is to apologize to someone that you necessarily wrong. Ideally though, because some of y'all be wanting people to feel sorry for certain shit they do, especially a Taurus, because y'all can be somewhat stubborn. If you're on the negative side of this or whatever the case may be, it's being honest about transactions, ideally though. So all right, let's go. First card out, we got Seven of Wands. First card out, we got Seven of Wands. Because I said I was going to redo y'all ideally, though. Came to sit outside, though, to see what the hell was going on. God damn. Eight of Wands. 10 of Wands. Don't like this. It's too many Wands, but at least it's not Pentacles. The hang one reverse. At least it's not Pentacles, though. Ugh, spoke too soon. Two of Pentacles. Spoke too fucking soon. Ace of Cups reverse. I see some of y'all moving on pretty fast. But it gives me like this petty type energy, though. I will say that, though. It's very petty. Justice in reverse. Ooh. Knight of Wands. All right, let's go for... Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Give me one more, then I read what's on the bottom. Give me one more, then I read what's on the bottom. No, ma'am. And I read what's on the bottom. One more. Damn. Whew. Six of Wands, reverse. I don't like this because the Six of Wands speaks of like not being seen. Sometimes it could be not being heard or voicing their opinion or the acts of the way that we go about a lot of things. I told you got too many wands here and lack of emotions. You got Ace of Cups reversed, and I think that's about the only cup that is out here ideally though. Six of Wands could be ideally to where like those people who are very forceful in that type of nature. So it's kind of like, oh, you don't listen to me, where you hear me say earth signs give great advice, and in those times they don't listen and they can be hypercritical and give unwarranted advice, ideally to where like they're like, oh, you're gonna listen to me, you're gonna do this. And for some of y'all though, I feel like it's just necessarily not being seen at the moment for those who are not operating in either that space, to where you kind of like, bitch, that's not me. But for some of y'all though, when they were saying for some of y'all, it's just like feeling like you're not seen in a commitment or a relationship, ideally, or feeling overshadowed, though. But for one of y'all doing the overshadowing to somebody else. And I don't know what the fuck that means. Let me stop. Shit. All right. You got the Hierophant and the Lovers and the Two of Cups. For some of y'all, I said this though, this was in a Gemini reading. For some of y'all could be friends or in a commitment ideally with a Gemini though. The Hierophant and the Lovers reverse speaks of lack of accountability. Don't have to be ideally just a Gemini, but it could just be the aspect of being accountable and understanding for said actions and situations. The Hierophant could be a person like who could be used to a set of routine though. Like used to the routine of how things go, so that could be causing friction in relationships to where you feel like you're not necessarily being seen. For some of y'all, this could be marriages, the aspect of commitments or student or teachers positions, to where you feel like, oh my god, I just got to keep it pushing, because you got the Strength and the Empress. So that's the Leo And you have the Empress type card, ideally, though. So this in that mood of... Pause. Is in that mood, ideally, where you hear me say, trying to be strong, but keep on going. Like some of y'all have the maternal type aspect of thinking that being strong is cute when it's ideally not. For some of y'all, it's needing to be strong after a breakup or a lack of commitment, or it could be infidelity or whatever it is, though, going through those challenging times. But I feel like both of y'all necessarily not hearing each other. If it's a relationship or it's the idea of love, to where y'all need to bring a little bit of love into the situation and understanding. Because you got 7 of Wands, somebody standing their ground, you know. But you got the Hanged One and the 2 of Pentacles, though. For some of y'all, it's keeping separate, ideally, though, like 2 different peoples, because the 6 of Wands could be the overshadow and the shadow. So for some of y'all, y'all trying to keep the balance only in a situation that keeps coming up, that it's not balanced. So it feels like nothing. You hear me say it's like it's completing something, but it's at the same time it's not. It could be like you hear me say the separate worlds of opinions and understanding, though. Because you hear me say this rhombus, that's 4 parts. So it could be the mind, the body, the spirit, all those different types of things. What does it say, mind, body, spirit? What's the 4 dimensions of self? Shit, I don't know in this type of moment. But you get what I'm saying. But it's just seeing each point of view properly. And you got the wheel, too. Whew, top of my head is itching. Girl, it's time for me to go. Second card, though. Come on now. Come on now. Ain't nobody got time for all this. And second card out, you hear me say it's the 8 of Wands. Told y'all that. But you have the Ace of Cups. But you got the Justice reverse. And you got the 2 of Wands. For some of y'all, when it comes to completing or necessarily trying to figure something or get the ball rolling in certain things, I do feel like it's some sort of emotional biasness or unfairness when it goes into situation. I feel like somebody's moving in a way to want to get shit done the way they want to. And I feel like this where it's the overshadowing process coming in to where somebody feels like, hey, are you listening? Are you not doing this? Da 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 da. Because the Ace of Cups could be the lack of like emotion that goes into it or the understanding, because it is this here like making the wrong move, the indecision, because the 2 of Wands is there. Third card out, thoughts, feelings, actions, and your actions process. This is the 10 of Wands. So some of y'all could have been doing certain things a certain way, like to have a flow of how things go, where you hear me say the routine. But you got the Knight of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Shit, Knight of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. For some of y'all, though, like you hear me say, I mentioned this in the Gemini energy. It's the awakening of those chakras, the mind, the heart, the sacral, and the root. It is the awakening of an understanding. For some of y'all want to get things done too fast, ideally. And the 4 of Pentacles, or it's not gonna say done. But I know with like fixed signs dealing with change and its issues necessary that you go through, and somebody comes along and fix something, it could still be in a way to where you don't like it. The King of Wands, to where you're trying to control an outcome, and the 4 of the Knight of Wands is like, no, I got it. I can do it this way, ideally, because this is what works. And you kind of like, what the fuck? I done exhausted all this. I done did all this, and this all that had to be done. So for some of y'all, I think it's letting go of that narrative and like actually feeling your emotions. The latter, for some of y'all, are so accustomed to trying to do the same thing the same way. You hear me say, for those in a bully type mode, you're dealing with these type of people that's wanting to do the same thing over and over and over again. Like you hear me say the Hangman, where they want it to do because this is their way of exuding a sense of control. So some of y'all are not receptive to change, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a marriage, whether it's in a commitment, whether it's with friends, ideas, school, teaching. Some of y'all are resistant to change. You have the Moon, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. I said that, though. The Moon necessarily is the Piscean energy. This could be fears, worries, commitments. This could be blockages of not seeing each other properly, though. For some of y'all, this could be seeking guidance or feeling like it's falling on deaf ears. This could be the illusions that somebody necessarily have. You got the 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, though. Some of y'all have some worries. If it is a commitment or falling out or getting back with somebody, some of y'all kind of like, oh my God, is it really going to work this time? Like, is it really going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it? Because that's the energy. And I'm stop saying it, though. So for some of y'all, it's just this energy of getting on the same page. Because you got Ace of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. One of y'all keep trying to one of y'all keep trying to hot wire a relationship, and it's like the reason why I feel like if you're in a relationship where you keep trying to hot wire it and it won't work is because I feel like it's this selfish energy with the Six of Wands reversed. Is that you got your own car, but you would rather go take somebody else. Like, oh, it's to bring the excitement in it. So if it don't have to be in a relationship, this is how necessarily you could feel saying this to a person. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like you see in the movies where it's like, oh yeah, and it's like, why did you steal the car? I don't know. And it's just to bring some type of excitement, because the Eight of Swords is kind of like the martyr, the victim in a situation. So some of y'all keep trying to hot wire a relationship and necessarily trying to figure out what to do with it, or marriage ideally, or commitment, only to recognize that I've been trying to go in relationships everybody else way. I've been trying to date my mama way. I've been trying to have friendships the way you get. Like, it's not you. It's just not you. Let me just say, it's not you. And this is why when it comes to other things, you can be resistant to change. Let me just say that though. Well, it could be a partner though. I will say that though. Because you got Aquarian energy here. It's a star reverse. Let's see that. Anything else coming out? Shit. Is anybody else out there? Is anybody else out there? Is anybody else out there? Why the fuck am I doing that stupid ass shit? I'm finna get up, y'all, because these mosquitoes ain't no hoe. These mosquitoes is not no hoe, honey. Girl, damn. Overall, because I ain't finna keep shuffling. You got Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. For me, that Nine of Wands energy, where you hear me say where somebody necessarily, for one of y'all in a relationship though, this is where, like you hear me say, I feel like one of y'all trying to hot wire a relationship. It's like somebody necessarily likes to take control, have an aspect of needing to keep the fun, the momentum, but they don't know the boundaries of it. For some of y'all in the relationship aspect, I will say the resisting to change, the way you've been constantly doing the same thing, it does not work for you. The only reason why somebody keeps walking away wounded, because if you're in a relationship and your partner does what they want to do, or somebody's telling you want to do what you want to do, that's how somebody always the victim. Like they is. It's kind of like, damn, I'm always doing it this way because your way don't work. That's why I think like some of y'all are going through this resisting type change, because you got the King of Swords upright though with the Hermit. It's like cutting out that bullshit, walking into wisdom and logic. You got Ace of Swords with the Page of Wands. Some of y'all just could be starting over and being truthful and necessarily about the expectations of certain things that you ideally want though. I will say that though, because you do got Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands though. That's why I said every time y'all, this is the hot wiring of the car. Like y'all want the Ten of Pentacles, but you got the Ten of Wands mixed with the Five. So it's kind of like y'all don't know what foundation you want. Some of y'all don't know how to change. It's the communication aspects. It's dealing with that though. It's the indifferences, because you see how they keep jumping from room to room. So that's what it is. It's like it's like this cycle of stupid. It's this cycle of stubborn, and I'm going to do this over and over and over and over and over again because this is what works for me. So it's kind of like even if somebody told you that you hurt them, you wouldn't even listen, or the other party wouldn't even listen, ideally though. So when it comes to starting the relationship, you feel like, oh, I gotta guess, and at the end somebody's saying somebody's selfish, but it's like this lack of accountability and understanding for the actions that's necessarily being played out, because you have the Three of Swords. Like I said, for some of y'all, it's bouncing back and y'all trying to figure out how can you get it back with somebody after they cheated on you, and you just keep bringing it up. So because you think that you can bring it up, ideally, you think that's going to fix shit, but it's really not fixing nothing for y'all. Because you got Six of Cups and the Page of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. For some of y'all, though, this could be, if you did cheat in the past, it's a partner that necessarily don't trust you. So they got to go through your phone. They want to do this. They want to do this. Like, they just, oh, he ain't do this. He don't do this. So it's like constant hounding each other. Hounding. Like, I need to see what you're doing at all times. Then you got the Four of Cups, the Sun, and the Empress. Somebody's not happy about it, the way somebody loves or the aspect. Like, this what it is. I tell you, smothering. Because the Queen of Wands can be very smothering. That's the aspect of, that's my baby, that's my baby. And you arguing. It's like, bitch, it's my baby too. If you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all got kids. And she like, that's my baby. You like, bitch, that's my baby too. What is you talking about? Like, it's that type of argument, though. But for some of y'all, though, you keep trying to start new relationships or new foundations with people. And it's like y'all hot wiring a different car, and it's not even your car. So it's like y'all been doing the same thing over and over and over again, that when it's time for change, you don't know how to change because you like, shit, instead of saying, I'm tired, hell, I've been doing everything everybody else way, fuck. So you just, this asshole energy, the King of Wands, this Nine of Pentacles that's coming out very selfish and stubborn or just self-absorbed from that person, that's the problem. Nine of Pentacles, though. But for one of y'all, though, this Four of Cups, I will say this, though, because Taurus, y'all been having this a long time coming up in the reading. One of y'all has, like, a parent or a person, ideally, that's in your life that's very money hungry, some other aspect that's been a third-party entity in y'all life. It could be a person, though, ideally, though. They feel like a dead weight. Like, it's aggravating me through this whole reading. And the mosquitoes, it's not that bad, but they feel like an aggravation. Like, it's shit that you need to say, but you don't say, so you just necessarily keep trying to put up with it. That's what it kind of feels like, though, because I told you got Seven of Swords. So you keep lying. That's self-sabotage, and that's not honesty. That's not truth. So it's dancing around it, so you may not be emotionally honest. So you feel like, ugh, let me just deal with this. I really feel like that is somebody in your life. You got Queen of Pentacles, though. And not knowing that the both of y'all equally may be doing the same thing on some type of level, because the Queen of Pentacles, for some of y'all, though, this could be a parent, ideally, though. Like, if you're in a relationship with a partner and y'all going through issues when it comes to the boundaries of the baby, maybe somebody don't want to communicate to you about the relationship that they got with their mama. Because the Seven of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles, they could be a parent, ideally, though. They could be hidden resentment. There could be a situation where a person necessarily didn't have that understanding, emotional commitment. So this is where it's coming from. If you're dating the said Taurus and they're doing to you, I think this necessarily understanding it, though. It could be the loss or lack without. It's like somebody trying to substitute for situations that they lack. I see why I had to do a redo. Come on now, Spirit, while I'm sitting outside. As we wrap this up, as I proceed to give you what the fuck you need. I'm just playing. Okay, I like this, though. Overall mood, you got Queen of Swords. It could be Libra, Air, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. That's rational, that's understanding, that's logic and communication. Communication. And the Six of Swords, learning how to move on. I said that, though. Some of y'all, this is a mother or a paternal type figure where you wait on them to say or to give you the go. The room. Somebody has, like, you in an emotional bondage. Or you may be in emotional bondage type situations, or this is what it takes for you to unlock. That's where it feels like this heart chakra awakening, understanding, rough experience to where you're like, I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanna. Like, that's what one of y'all doing, though. And it seems like it's hard, but it's saying, like, go. Because if you want to, you got the green light. Go, 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 oh, speaking of green light, you got the Fool. That's the risk. But it's the Five of Pentacles, though. You gonna put them swords down, or you just gonna stay stuck in the same situation? You gonna be stuck at a standstill, or you just gonna be like, okay, all right, am I gonna wave the white flag, or I'm just gonna keep it moving? Girl, let me go and pull these cards and get the fuck out this grass. All right, let me hurry up, because these mosquitoes is tearing your girl up. Overall mood, we got Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups reverse, Night. Oh, I like that, though. Night, getting you out of that earth energy. pushing you into a state of love. For some of y'all though, risque what starts up with this relationship between you and somebody else. It's what starts back up this love call. Talking about the love call is sex. Talking about the love call. Talking about the love call. Talking about the love call in your name. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see that all them. Let's flip. Let's see. Hopefully they all on the same page, baby. Mosquitoes bite me up. Shit. Alright, y'all. Let me give me a couple shuffles. Talking about the love call. Don't be trying to hit me up saying, oh, you gonna do the rest of them? I didn't fuck up on the rest of them. I just had to clarify. I just had to make sure. Because I was a little stuck, okay? Alright. Girl. Talking about the love call. Ooh. I told you I ain't reading shit out of book. Ooh, there we go. Come on. Come on now. Give me one more. Give me one more, boss. All right, give me one more, boss. Give me one more. Give me one more. Give me one more, boss, man. Ooh, all right, come on. All right. Ooh, a personal issue reaches a solution. As we wrap this up, because the mosquitoes are eating me. Prosperity lies ahead is meaning that that's the new moon. It's like whatever outcome that you achieve that you want. It could be finances. It could be the nouns. It could be the newness. It could be that. But if it's just a sense of chaotic, it's kind of like if you didn't put in for it, how do you expect it? You got what do you need to release? This is like taking the actions to be practical about certain things or necessarily releasing something. Grudges, toxicity, oldness, holding on to certain things. Like what are you communicating in a manifestation type of phase? Sowing the seeds, sow what you reap. Emotions are running high. This is where the communication aspects, where some of y'all not communicating and somebody comes in, they say, oh, you can just do this, da-da-da-da-da. You like, what the fuck? And it's like that. It's like that. For some of y'all, though, it's the indifferences where one of y'all feel like y'all not being heard. Ideally, though, to where it's like this going back and forward because somebody's so accustomed to routine and somebody don't want to change. Be bold and make the first move. This is the cardinal sign. So it's like if you've been complaining about your partner's not stepping it up or da-da-da-da, sometimes you got to communicate to them, hey, you've been saying I need to do this, so I'm going to do it. For some, it's somebody that's constantly screaming that at you, and it's like you're not listening because you're so accustomed to doing things your way. So on that note, it could go either or. Like I said in Gemini, this could be a cousin, sister, friend, mama, daddy, dog, somebody who you slept with a week ago, a day ago, I don't know. But on that note, y'all, I'ma name this is it talking about the love call? Shit, this what it is. I'm talking about the love call. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to pick my cards up off the ground. This could be talking about the love call. Talking about the love call. Alright, y'all. So on that note, I'm gone.